back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. Let me try and give you an insight to what type of person I actually am. And it's not good. It's not a good person. So I've been getting into Buddhism. I've always been into it a little bit. But I don't know, since Corona came in, I've sort of accelerated my interest. And I've been talking Buddhism to anyone that will fucking listen. Like love, life is suffering, transcend it, eternal peace, I'll just slide it into conversations as well. Like I'll be on group chats with comedians cracking jokes about the death toll of coronavirus. And then I'll just slide in a little audio of me going, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. So my Buddhist routine since I stopped working and coronavirus kicked in has been do a half an hour of meditation on an empty stomach as soon as I wake up. No coffee, nothing. Do the meditation, clear my mind out, get peaceful, get in touch with my love chakra. Then after my meditation, when I'm basically floating, then I do 3 pages of writing to further clear out my mind of the junk I don't need so I can let more love into my heart. And in those 3 pages of writing, I generally write about some of the insights I found while meditating. Because every now and then I have a few good insights. And so I write that down just to galvanize it in my heart. And after this process, I always have like a real peace and a calm to me. I feel connected with Gaia. I feel love. I feel pure love in my heart. So yesterday or the day before, whenever the fuck it was, I did my meditation and I was contemplating love. I was like, at times like these, the only defense you have against this is love. Love is the most powerful thing in the entire universe. It binds the whole universe together. The only option you have is to fight everything with love. When you're overwhelmed, use love. You're tapping into the universe's most powerful thing. And so I meditated on that, and then I wrote it down. And I was basically fucking floating on love air. And then I came back into the living room, and my wife was sitting there. So I sat down next to her, and she started telling me about one of her friends she's having a little bit of trouble with. And without hesitation, with my heart full of love, I said, don't worry about that stupid fat bitch. She's a fucking cunt anyway. It just poured out of my heart. I'd seriously just been contemplating love for over an hour. And within 30 seconds, I was like, don't worry about that stupid fat bitch. She's a fucking cunt anyway. My wife was like, is that what Buddha would say? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. That just came out of me like a fountain. I hadn't embodied anything. And I told her, I was like, I just meditated on the power of love for an hour. She's like, yeah, you might have a little bit more work to do there. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I do. Because I think I'm cured. Because whenever I come up with these things, I think the thinking of it is enough. Just having the thought means I become that. And one of the real existential problems I'm having at the moment is I'm trying to avoid hell. Like, I've got a one-way ticket to hell. I know that, 100%. But I'm trying to find ways to fucking get out of hell. I'm reading lots of books on people who were redeemed. I know the answer to avoiding hell as well. It's just be a good person. I'm like, that's not going to work for me. I need to find some loopholes. That is not going to work for me. And I think I've said it before, it's not hell per se. It's the amount of time in hell. A fucking eternity. I don't know if I can do an eternity. In Buddhist hell, it's not actually an eternity. It's 1 with 27 zeros on the end. That's how many years you spend in hell. And so in my head, I'm thinking, how do I spend 27 billion years in hell? How do I do that much time in hell? And so I started meditating. And I do this thing when I meditate because I fucking suck at meditating. So what I do is I count to 10. So a breath in and out is 1. And then in and out 2. So I do that to 10. And then I start again and I go to 11. Then I start again and I go to 12. And I do that to 20. And at the start of doing that, all you can think about is getting to the fucking 20. That's all you can think about. So when you get to about 15, you're like, oh, for fuck. I'm still so fucking far away. This sucks. I hate this. I can't wait to get to 20. And then I'm like, that's not meditation. You can't do that. You can't be focused on the 20. Otherwise, it's just going to be a nightmare every time you sit down and do it. You've got to somehow forget about getting to the 20 and be more in the moment. Enjoy each number. You see what I mean? And if you enjoy each number, or if you're focused on each number, the 20 becomes irrelevant. It doesn't fucking matter. It could be 1 billion. It doesn't matter. Because you're inside each breath. And then I was like, so patience is the key. So I'm like, if I'm in each number and that 20 doesn't matter anymore, it sort of means time doesn't matter anymore. I'm developing patience. You become patient because the end doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when the end is. It will come eventually. You just have to patiently continue in the moment. And I'm like, if you have infinite patience, then time becomes irrelevant. It doesn't matter. There's no difference between 1 second and 27 billion years. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, fuck, I think I've cracked the code. As long as I'm infinitely patient and it's pure and real, I can do 27 billion trillion quadrillion years in hell. Well, I can do the time. I haven't worked on the demon part yet. Need to work on courage, but I've got the time thing. So I've meditated on that. I've gone to my pages and I've written down, if you're infinitely patient, time no longer exists. And I'm like, that is so profound. That is an amazing insight. And I'm just walking around just going, it doesn't matter. Time doesn't exist. I'm infinitely patient. And then I hopped in my car to go down to the supermarket for some coronavirus hoarding. And I pulled up to a set of lights and I was behind one car. Then the light went green. And as soon as the light turned green, this cunt decides to indicate right. And I was like, you fucking cunt. I basically pulled up 1 inch from its bumper, put my foot on the clutch and just slammed the accelerator and smashed the horn until he pulled out and almost had a crash. And I was like, I think I might have a little bit of work to do on the old patience. Yeah, I think there might be a little bit more work to do until time doesn't exist for me. That's what kind of person I am. I could avoid all this trouble if I was just a good person. But let me see if I can find some loopholes. Alright, that's enough for me tonight. Fucking fuck the rest of this shit. Tell your friends about the podcast. If you reckon they'll get a kick out of it, fucking send it to them. Alright, see you the fuck later.